rights of children must be protected at all times, especially in emergency situations. This was the submission of stakeholders at a two-day capacity building workshop held in Lagos to address the challenges of migrant children in emergencies. The event was organized by the International Center for Migration Policy Development, ICMPD, in partnership with the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons, NCFRMI. There is more in this next report.
In all types of emergencies, children are usually the most vulnerable owing to their peculiarities. Unfortunately, migrant children within the ages of 0 and 18 are some of the most prone to exploitation, trafficking, and all forms of abuse. To address this anomaly, stakeholders in humanitarian assistance have gathered here to discuss best interest procedures into migrant child protection, especially for the specific case of unaccompanied minors and separated children.
You would find children enter into the situation of unaccompanied, in other words, no adult with them. We also find situations where children are accompanied with adults, but those adults do not belong to the class of a legal custodian of the children or either their parents. In such situation, we refer to them as separated children. So if you do not take care of that, you might leave them at the risk of being in the company or in the hands of a trafficker.
In Nigeria, there are a lot of things are put in place, like we have Child Rights Act and other international instruments in protecting the children. But the point is that some of those tools are not even known by actors. So what we are trying to do in this workshop is to create awareness and also inform those who do not know that there are existing best practices and the best instrument, international instrument and national instrument in handling these issues.
We hope that the stakeholders that are here will now change the way they do things. We hope that from the capacity they have developed, we'll begin to see them develop contingency plans or refine their contingency planning to address children issues.
Participants also shared some of what they've learned from the training and the changes they hope to implement with the gained knowledge.
Participants here are exposed to what to do in order to be prepared in case of emergency to protect children. What to do to prepare, what to do when it arises, and what to do to help the children to come out of the situation after it has happened. So we'll be talking about the preparation for emergency, we'll be talking about actions in emergency, and we'll be talking about responding and supporting children to recover from emergency situations.
Some of us organizations will work alone. We just feel that we can achieve the result alone without putting all the parties involved into consideration. But now with this training, a lot of us have been able to identify that there are certain things you need to do to ensure that the children are being protected and it is in the best interest of the child.
This project, funded by the European Union, is being conducted across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. To achieve a more holistic effect, sequel to the workshop, there will be grassroots mobilization to get everyone involved in child-friendly practices. Oyin Adekunle, TV360, Lagos.